advancements are lagging behind their peers in many countries, especially in Asia. Asians consistently rank among the best educated in the world.
Well, joining us on the KOGO News Live line, global education consultant Teru Clavel. And I hope I got that right, Teru.
You did. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, first of all, why do you believe education in America is so far behind the rest of the world?
Well, there are a few reasons, but I talk about it in my new book that just came out, World Class. And I'd say the first thing is technology is non-existent or minimal in the classroom. And there's been tons of studies to show that technology actually is just used best as a tool and primarily for the teachers, not for students. I would also say that, and I talk about this in my book too, where my son, when he was in first grade in a local Shanghai mall, the teachers would stay as late as possible until all the kids literally mastered the material with getting at least a 95% or higher. Those are a couple examples.
So, I mean, is it the problem with our teachers that they're not dedicated enough? Do we not pay them enough? What's going on here?
Well, that's a great question too. So I would say the teachers in this country definitely are not. We don't recruit from the top of the top, right? We don't get the best students coming out of undergrad. We don't pay them enough. And then the ongoing professional development requirements are not up to snuff. I mean, the comparable is, if you look at Japan and China, it's as hard to become a doctor or a lawyer as it is to be a teacher. And in some instances, it's even harder to be a teacher. And you have to go back for relicensing exams every 5 to 10 years.
So are there any solutions to this? How can we compete globally?
Well, I would say we definitely have to disintermediate the whole technology in the classroom. I think we have to invest at both the local and the state levels. We have to invest in getting the best and the brightest into the classrooms, the teachers, because there's nothing more important to your child's learning experience than the teacher in that classroom, right? All the other stuff, the seats, the food, whatever, that's kind of extraneous to that relationship. And what we talk about in this country so often about mastery, what does that really mean? We're going so extreme here where we like to take a test or redo a project 3 to 5 times, and we're having issues right now with anxiety and kids not having resiliency to be able to launch properly. So, and the last thing I would say is it's not just academic. In the Japanese schools, the community is so important that there's not even janitors or cafeteria staff. The kids actually have to learn those life skills that they're part of something bigger right in the classroom, starting in first grade.
You know, I want to go back to something, though, that you were talking about grading. And, you know, we didn't know that teachers are, in some places, they can't use red pens anymore, things like that. So have we become just too soft?
I would say 100% we've become too soft. I mean, you know, we're not letting our kids fail. I think failure builds, you know, overcoming a challenge builds so much resiliency. And then the next part of that is it's motivating, right? I mean, when you win from becoming an underdog, or we've all had experiences, well, I have at least, where, you know, you failed a test at some point in your academic career, or you failed at something. And then when you rise up from that, that's life, right? We have ups and downs. And what is school preparing our kids for? It's the real world. And right now I think we're doing a huge disservice by kind of sheltering them in a world where they're actually getting access to so much information on their own through technology anyway.
Well, it's really disconcerting, especially, you know, as we tend to take social issues more into account. It seems like we are also at the same time not pushing academic skills. And why do they have to be mutually exclusive?
I absolutely agree with you. I've been in so many, I run discussion groups and workshops, and oftentimes I hear, well, how is my son supposed to learn, you know, his grammar lesson when he has club soccer 5 times a week? And, you know, in countries where the kids are thriving academically, they flip that around, right? You get your academics right, and then you can do your play. And it's not as if these kids are doing homework all the time, because they're not. But they get the priorities right, and they have the discipline. And that discipline is also something that we aren't giving our kids, right? And I think that has a lot to do with not only our grading, but the technology that really lets us be much more passive in our learning.
Wow, Teru Clavel, good stuff. Education consultant, author of World Class, One Mother's Journey Halfway Around the Globe in Search of the Best Education for Her Children. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
KOGO News Time 546, more sexual assault.